reminding myself homeostasis.
The number you have dialed has been changed.
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Got the whole club looking at her.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so basically here's what happened. Chadwick Boseman died. And I know the internet already knows about this. We're all still reeling from it. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. We're all just trying to get through it. And I don't know him, not family or anything. But that doesn't mean you can't be touched by someone and what they've done. So, following Chadwick Boseman's death.
Why are you crying?
I went to do some retail therapy, and obviously shopping during COVID is a bit of an exercise in caution, especially with a lot of what we don't know about the virus. But after clearing with my parents, I went to a secondhand bookstore and Goodwill. Now, there are different reasons for why I went to these stores. One of them was that I wanted to do some retail therapy. Another was I wanted to do some things that I used to do before COVID. Another was I recently gotten back into reading, so I wanted to see what kind of books that I could find. And another was I really wanted to support my local businesses that I know have been affected during this COVID pandemic. I know Goodwill is doing like some kind of online shopping thing, but for these secondhand bookstores, some of them don't have the resources or even the money just to be able to go onto online. So the one that I went to was really cool. I'll put some pictures on here because I thought it was really interesting and cool. So I'm going to be doing a little book haul and a little thrift haul. Let's start with the bookstore. Okay, so the bookstore was really cool. The people, they were really nice, and I really liked the owners. They were all nice, and they were pretty good conversation. And I did get to talk to them a little bit about how they've been dealing with the COVID pandemic and things. So one thing that they've been doing is they've been staying open later, because since the libraries are closed around us, people are looking for places where they can go browse for books. So that's something that they've been doing in this. But one thing that they've been doing with is being understaffed. And I feel like that's happening with a lot of people, because, you know, we all want to protect our families and we don't want to go outside and things like that and expose ourselves to things that we don't need to, but some of us can't afford not to work. So when a lot of people in the bookstore, that was one of the reasons why I went to a secondhand bookstore instead of going to like a Barnes and Noble or something, because I knew that a lot of people wouldn't have been in there. And I mean, that is a risk, because you could make the argument that maybe it hasn't been disinfected as thoroughly, but if you're balancing like a high attraction bookstore like Barnes and Noble, where a lot of people are going in and out, that is disinfected regularly, and then another store that you can bet has been disinfected like at least a couple of times that has been disinfected, but also that hasn't had a lot of people in it, we decided to go to the one that would definitely have less people in it. And there weren't a lot of people in it. There were like barely any. The bookstore had 2 levels. I didn't get footage of the first level because I was so just like mystified, and I was also a little bit overwhelmed because it was packed like floor to like nearly the ceiling with books and more books. So the bottom floor was a lot of like nonfiction books, but then there was like this little children's literature section, and there were a couple of YA books, but there wasn't like a YA book section, which I was sad by. But then on the top floor was all fiction, or like mostly fiction. There was like some language books, there was some biographies, but it was like mostly fiction, like mysteries and like horror books, and a lot of poetry books too. So I was in heaven. Like, I was in like heaven. Angels were singing, they were like, oh. So I definitely want to go back to the bookstore, but not anytime soon, because one of my main gripes was how hot it was. It was so hot. And especially under the mask, I felt like I couldn't breathe when I went upstairs. So I had just trying to breathe, trying to suck air into my lungs, reminding myself homeostasis. My body will regulate its temperature because I'm kind of a nerd. And you know what? It worked. I stayed up there for about as long as I could. I got some great books, and I'm excited to share everything that I got with you. So, let's begin. So the first book I picked up was Black Beauty by Anna Sewell. And when I tell you, I loved this book. Like, this was one of my favorite books when I was like 8, 9. The first time that I read this book was in a car going to Ohio going to Great Wolf Lodge with my family. I read it cover to cover, cried, there were teardrops in the book, then I read it cover to cover again, cried some more, and then I started to read it for the third time, but then we were there, so couldn't do that. And then I read it on the way back, so I read it 3 times. I can't honestly tell you a lot about it. I don't really remember much of the story, except how much I cried. I know it's about a horse. It's about like this horse's journey from like its country estate to like being a London cab horse. So I got this book for $2 and it retails for about $4. So speaking of books that really get you in your feels, I picked up We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, specifically because I have heard a lot about how the ending just like made people bawl, and you know what? I like a good book that can make me cry. That's why I love Calling by Your Name so much, because of how it makes me cry. And you know, I like a good book that gets me my feels. Sue me. I remember in like 7th grade, everyone was reading this book. I never did because I was busy reading the Maximum Ride series for the second time. I don't really know a lot about this book. I know it's about like a wealthy family living in some like private island somewhere, and like what they have to, I don't know, some stuff. I don't know. So I guess I'll find out. So something that was kind of weird about this book that I was a little bit confused about is it's not a paperback, but it's also like, is it a hardback? Because there's no like cover thing. Like, is this what the hardcover looked like without the book jacket? Like, I don't know. I don't know. So I got this for $5 and it retails for $10 in paperback and $18 for the hardcover, but I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna go with hardcover and say that. The next book that I picked up was Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, and I mainly got this book because of how much I've heard about it being like this amazing romance. So it's basically about this girl named Anna, and she goes to Paris. She goes to Paris for a year, and I guess it's about like the relationships that she has and like what she does there, and I guess like this little romance that she has. So I've been itching for like a really good like romance book because I've been reading like a lot of fantasy and dystopian with like romance subplots, but it's not like hardcore like contemporary romance. I haven't read like a contemporary romance in a minute. The last one that I read, let me find out. Go on my little Goodreads. Oh, if you want to follow me on Goodreads, I'll plug it, you know. Alright. Last like contemporary romance that I read was Felix Ever After, which was amazing. If you haven't read Felix Ever After, please read that. It is such a good book. I got this for $5 and it retails for $11. So the next book that I picked up was With Malice by Eileen Cook. And I read a lot of different genres. I love a good romance book. I love a good dystopian. I love a good fantasy. I haven't been able to get into the horror genre so much. I like horror. Like, I like horror movies, but I haven't been able to find like any horror books. But one thing I've been itching for is a really good like psychological thriller. I haven't read like a really good psychological thriller since like Verity by what's her name? I want to say Colleen Hoover, which was such a good book. I still think about the ending, so if I can get that feeling that I had like when I finished Verity and like in this, that's great. So With Malice is basically about this girl named, I don't know her name. With Malice is about, ooh. I just realized that this is an advanced reader's copy. I've never had an advanced reader's copy before. I am just, whew, let me compose myself. So With Malice is about this girl and her friend that go to like this exotic place, like on vacation, and homegirl wakes up in a hospital and she doesn't remember what happened to her, what happened on this vacation, or what's been going on. She just knows she woke up in a hospital. And these people are telling her that she committed a murder. And so it's about her trying to figure out what happened and piecing together these events of her memory that she can't quite figure out. So I'm intrigued and I'm excited to read it, especially since it's an advanced reader copy. I'm sorry, I'm excited about that. So this was $5 and it retails for $10. The next book that I got, Circe, and oh my god. Do you see how beautiful that is? Like, it's shiny. It's shiny. I'm sorry. I have a thing for like beautiful books. Like, they're just oof. If I see a book that like grips me, I have to have it. I have to have it. Why do you think I bought King of Scars? This is King of Scars, which I have yet to read, but do you see this? But anyway, back to Circe. So, Circe by Madeline Miller. I bought this, one, because, like, look at it, it's beautiful. Two, I love Greek mythology. Three, she wrote Song of Achilles. I love Song of Achilles. Song of Achilles crushed my heart and, you know, shoved it back into my chest and was like, deal with it. I don't know a lot about this book. I just got it because it's pretty and the author, I love her, and Greek mythology, you know. So, I know it's about Circe and her life. It's about Circe. There you go. It's about her doing stuff. And yeah, I got this book for $9 and it retails for $24. Quick side note, do you guys like my shirt? I think it's pretty chill, you know? Like, I like it. Am I antisocial? I mean, I'll say I'm not really antisocial. I just don't like people. Okay, speaking of beautiful books that I bought because of the cover, I got The Hazelwood by, I don't know who it is, you can see it, okay, Melissa Albert. And I got this book, one, because I've seen it on BookTube. Two, look at it, it's beautiful. And those are my only reasons. Are they good reasons? No. Did I still get it? Yeah. I tried reading the inside cover. I still don't know what it's about. I got this book for $7 and it retails for $16. Alright. I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this. Do I regret it? No, I don't regret it. I bought the 4th book in a series I've never read solely because it was cheap. So, I bought The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, which is the 4th book in the Raven Cycle series. A series I haven't read. I don't have the first 3 books. I'm going to buy them. I am going to buy them, obviously, because why else would I have bought this one? So this book is $8 and it retails for like $18. I gotta get the first 3 books, which is The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, and Blue Lily, Lily Blue. And so I gotta get those 3. Getting into like some nonfiction books, I bought Beautiful Crescent, A History of New Orleans, which honestly, I don't see why you guys would care about this, but I bought it because my family's from New Orleans and I'm interested to learn about the history. I got this book for $7 and it retails for $16. So, the last book that I got was The Complete Idiot's Guide to Learning Spanish because I am going to Spanish 4 this year. Honors, mind you. And I am like barely competent in Spanish. Lo sé un poquito. And this was $8 and it retails for like $16. I got these books, but then there are the books that I was going to get that I decided to put back. I had the Harry Potter series there, which I've never read Harry Potter, which I don't come for me in the comments. I'm sorry I haven't read Harry Potter. I plan to eventually, but I think the reason why I haven't read Harry Potter is because the way my library has been set up in school throughout my years, Harry Potter was always positioned next to series that I found more interesting, like the Heroes of Olympus series or Maximum Ride series. I was never into like magic stuff when I was like growing up. I was more into the dystopian. And now what keeps me from reading Harry Potter is the whole J.K. Rowling thing. I don't want to give her any money. I don't want to give her any of my money, any of my parents' money, any of my discretionary income from my parents. None of it. She doesn't deserve it. She doesn't need it. So if I was going to buy Harry Potter, that would have been the time I was going to buy Harry Potter. but there's a lot of other things I want to read too. So I'm not just gonna put everything aside and read Harry Potter. I want to read the Shadowhunter series. I want to read the Raven Cycle series. I want to read all these different series that I think I would like more than Harry Potter. So I'm going to read those before I read Harry Potter. Outside of that, I found the Hunger Games series at the bookstore as well. And I was upset because I recently bought the Hunger Games series. I bought the Hunger Games series, a box set off of Amazon. Seeing those books in the bookstore, sitting there, in pretty good condition, for significantly less, and knowing that I had already bought them off of this huge website that spans multiple countries, kind of made me realize how much the book industry has taken a hit, not only with COVID, but just with the rise of digital media. And I feel like a talk needs to be had about book consumerism. So if you want me to do a video about that, I will, because I have a lot of thoughts about it. And this video is long enough without me rambling on about digital media and piracy and book consumerism. Oh, we talked a lot about books, so let's get into the clothes. Because you came here for books and clothes, and I'm gonna give you books and clothes. Alright, I got stuff from Goodwill. I washed it already. Because I will not bring dirty stuff in here. The first thing I picked up was this Nike men's quarter zip, and this was $5. I have no idea what school this is. I don't think I need to know, because if you can see, I can just rip this right off, and that's what I'm gonna do. Oh wait, can I? And I will do it. I'm going to. I have no idea what school this is. I don't think I need to know. I'm gonna try my best to get it off, because besides that, this is solid quality. This is cool. I'll wear this in the winter. I'll be chilling in this. The next thing I picked up was this Rolling Stones t-shirt, and I have been on this kick of old school band t-shirts, and I like band t-shirts. They're pretty chill. So I got this Rolling Stones shirt, and this was $4. Okay. And because I'm a history nerd, I got this shirt. And if you can read it, I know it's maybe not funny. It's not funny. It's cheesy and corny, but you know what? I love it, So this was $2. That's another reason why I bought it. Alright, and then I got, this t-shirt dress thing. And the only reason why I got this is because it says it's from Fashion Nova, and I'm a sucker for things that are from reputable brands, and it was only $3.50, so that's why I got it too. And I have no idea if this will actually fit me as a dress or a shirt, but we'll find out. The next thing that I got was this shirt by, I don't know who it is, but I thought it was pretty, and I'm gonna crop it because I think it would look nice on me. And this was $3.50. This was what I picked up as soon as I walked in. I walked in, saw this shirt, made a beeline for it, and grabbed it and put it in my basket. I love The Office. Words cannot describe how much I love The Office. It's my favorite show. So, I got this for $4. And you know what? I love it. I'm so excited to wear it. Because I'm an Office nerd. I love The Office. I will love The Office to the day I die. You love when I back it up. The next thing that I got was this shirt, and I don't know if I'm gonna crop it yet, because I feel like it's pretty on its own. I can just tuck the bottom into whatever I'm wearing, and I've wanted a shirt like this for a little bit because it looks pretty. It looks kind of grandma-ish, but I feel like I could pull it off. And this was also $3.50. Next thing that I got is this jean jacket, which I need And this was a really nice find because I've been wanting to get another jean jacket. I love getting jean jackets from the thrift store and like making them my own. I think what I'm going to do with this is I have a sewing machine that's also an embroidery machine, so I think I'm going to make some patches and like sew them on the back and like the front. So I'll let you guys know how that goes, and I think it's going to be really cool. Maybe I'll do like a thrift flip video. Let me know if you guys want to see that, but I might do it anyway because honestly I do what I want. This was $7. Next thing that I got was this shirt, and I got it mostly because it said Forever 21 and I liked the color. I think it would look nice on me. And this shirt was $2. Next thing I got were these. I got these scrub pants. And I got these scrub pants because I like the elastic waist. And I want to do something similar to what I did in that the other like thrift flip video that I have on my channel. I want to try that again. But instead of using, I don't know if you've seen it, you saw that I used red thread. Because I'm stupid and because I didn't have any black thread and I wanted to do the video then and I was being like impatient. So this time I'm going to actually use the right color thread and make sure that you can't see the weird seams in it. So I think that this will turn out better. Alright, I got another Rolling Stones t-shirt. I don't even listen to the Rolling Stones. Wait, isn't Rolling Stones like a magazine? I don't know. I got another Rolling Stones t-shirt because I liked the faded look, and this was also $3.50. I got this t-shirt. It's kind of small, but I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty chill. I like the little detail here. And this was $3.50. Yes. Okay. Alright. So, let's do some math. This is how much all my books were for the price that I bought them at the bookstore, and this is how much they were retail for. And this is how much I saved. And you know what? I think that's a really good amount. And I feel like if I shop more at secondhand bookstores, I would find a lot of books that I want to read and that I'm excited to read. And even ones I don't even know about. So, in conclusion, support your local businesses. Buy books secondhand or used because you don't need everything new. Buy clothes used because you don't need everything new. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, be active in the comments, and let me know what you guys want to see next from me. Thank you so much for watching. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows, he's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids.